Hi, Otobong. Otobong, can you hear me? Good evening, everyone. We're sorry to keep you all till this time. Network has been very, very bad. Otobong, can you hear me now? Otobong, good evening. Can you hear me?
Hi, Precious. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, you can hear me. Good evening. You're welcome. Sorry. We encountered some technical issues. Network has been terribly bad and I could not
Yes.
connect. So we had to start all over again. You're
Okay.
welcome. Joseph, you're
Good evening.
welcome. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
It's good to have you here. You're welcome. So sorry for the delay. Right now, I think we're almost 30 minutes gone. But let's see how we're going to utilize our 30 minutes. Well, welcome. So please, I hope we are ready. Tonight we are going to be, and we had a lot of persons waiting. We had people waiting. Hello, Nahim. Good evening, Nahim Yusuf. Please, once you join us, introduce yourself and tell us where you are watching from. Tell us your name, tell us where you're watching from and what you do so that we can spotlight you. And if you are joining us, please help us share this particular live, because our previous live we could not use that one anymore because of the technical issues that we encountered. So please, if you are joining us, kindly share this particular live. Please share so that more people can see that we are using another link entirely. Please, thank you so much, thank you so much. Okay, so we are good to go. Sorry, I was trying to make sure I share this particular live so that people can see it and join us, because I made a post for 7 o'clock and I want people to join us from the link in my recent post. So please, you can help us share this link, please, so that others can join us. We're supposed to have our co-host with us, Ngozi M. Amadi, but she has been ill for some time now, and we're expecting that she'll be better as at today, but I don't know what's going on. So people should help me put my co-host in prayer. People should pray for her, pray for good health. So tonight we are going to be discuss. Okay, somebody dropped introduction. Nahim Yusuf said he's from Nigeria. I am a content strategist that loves using persuasive words. Okay. I'm a content strategist that love using persuasive words to turn followers into clients. Okay, it's good to meet you, Nahim Yusuf. So please, anyone that is joining us, kindly share this link, please, so that we can have more people join us, because from our previous link that we scheduled our post, we cannot use that one anymore. The link has been broken and we can't use that link anymore. So sorry for the inconveniences. So tonight we're going to be discussing how to maximize your LinkedIn presence. How do you maximize your LinkedIn presence? I used to tell people this. LinkedIn is a very cool platform if you know how to utilize it very well to your advantage. LinkedIn is a very beautiful place to be. If you know how to utilize it to your advantage, you will enjoy it sincerely. And I'm happy for the speakers we have on board tonight. I am very happy for the speakers we have on board because they have their stories to share. They have their stories to share, how much their their presence on LinkedIn has, changed, when they put the commitment into it, the things they did, to not worked for them. I used to tell people LinkedIn can work for anybody. It all depends on how you understand the platform and navigate it to work for you. So now you wouldn't tell me that for someone like me, I am not more of the dancer. Instagram people, they know how to shake bum, shake body. Very good with drama. That's one bad thing about me. So if many of you see a makeup artist on LinkedIn, I don't like drama. I don't like all those serene. That is why I just mind my business as a makeup artist. Let me just be on LinkedIn instead of stressing myself on Instagram. I have been on Instagram for a very long while, and I could not flow with them, because every people are doing things back to back. Every day new updates is coming up, new content that you have to use the video content or the sound to create your content. And me, I'm not shaking body and doing plenty drama. That's why I had LinkedIn from Facebook, and I'm still going to balance both platforms because anything could happen. So tonight our speakers are going to be shedding light for us on how to maximize your presence on LinkedIn. How do you use LinkedIn to your advantage or to benefit you? What do you need to do to make it out on LinkedIn? There are thousands and millions of people on LinkedIn, but what are you doing or putting in place that is making you different from any other person? So we have one of our speakers is unavoidably absent. So I'm going to introduce our two speakers that are on board with us. So they say women first, right? Okay, women first. So I'm going to introduce our female speaker first. Otobong Ekanem. Otobong Ekandem. Hey! Otobong Ekanem. It doesn't sound like me. Okay. So Otobong Ekanem is a chef and a food consultant. She's a food delivery consultant. She offers catering services, and she's also a private chef. She holds education in BE, right? Education and history. Okay. It's nice to meet you, Mrs. Otobong Ekanem. Merit. You that told me Merit. Merit, is good to see you. It's good to see you. It's Merit that is still in my head, though. I don't know what Otobong is doing, but Merit is in my head already. Okay, so our second speaker is Joseph Adekoya. Let me introduce our second speaker. Joseph, is it Joseph? Joseph Adekoya.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Okay, so please let us hear from Otobong first before I introduce Joseph. Otobong, say hi to us. Say hi to us and tell us more about yourself.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good
Okay,
Good
my name
evening.
is
evening.
good evening. My name is Otobong. I'm a small chef who trying to hustle. I'm also a food consultant. I'm an educationist. I love telling stories. I love telling stories based on okay. I just love telling stories, but I had to turn my passion into storytelling, which is food. You get exactly. So, um, I write stories about my foods, the recipes, and I also I'm all about wellness, particular wellness. I cook for diabetic patients. I cook for SS patients like that. So that's a little about me. The small autobahn. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome on stage with us tonight. So, second speaker, we have Joseph Adekoya, and Joseph is a content writer. He's a social media manager, and he helps brands and businesses skyrocket their rate of visibility, engagement, and sales using the power of captivating words and visuals. Oh, wow, 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 wow. That's beautiful. Okay,
Wow!
so
Wow! Wow! Wow!
it's good to meet you, Joseph. So please, can we hear from you? Introduce yourself.
All right. First of all, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your platform with me. I do not take that for granted. Okay, like she introduced me, I am Joseph Adekoya. I'm a content writer and a social media manager. But one thing I did not add is that I'm a final year student. So I'm studying biochemistry. Yeah, studying
Whoa!
biochemistry at the moment, and by the grace of God, I'll sign out very soon. So I help brands to manage their platforms, helping them to amplify their message using the power of words and visuals, basically. So it's really a privilege to be speaking to like-minded individuals like Autobong and uh, Abuja Face Baker. Was that who I saved your contact with? Abuja Face Baker.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much, man. And to everyone who is present here today, I can assure you that you won't leave here. Your time won't be wasted. I can assure you. You definitely get value for your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. You're welcome. So tonight we are going to dive into our topic because we don't have enough time. So we are going to start with our first speaker. Let's hear what she has for us tonight on how to maximize your LinkedIn presence. Okay, Otobong, the stage is yours.
All right. Hi. Hi, everyone. Okay. I just have limited time, so I'm going to share a brief story. It's through my story that I used to speak. So I used to be on LinkedIn like 2 years ago, but I thought LinkedIn was just for dropping CVs and waiting for job opportunity to just come by and stuff like that. I'll just come, drop my CV, and I was even faceless. Like my profile was not even there was no profile picture and stuff like that. So um last year, 1st of November last year, 2024, I was a chef. I was working with a tech company as their chef. So that day, my contract was just terminated for no just reason. They did not even give any. You know, these private companies now, they can just use you and dump you. And in contract staff, I didn't have anything to say. I felt bad. So that particular thing that happened pushed me back to LinkedIn. That 1st of November, 2024, and I decided to put my picture put my picture out there and started upgrading my profile. I wrote some things about myself, my skills and stuff like that. But now like something is lacking. So I think it was about some days. I was just seeing people, these people, big people. This one will post, corporate world, tech this one, AI this, AI that. I was like, do I really belong here? Let me just stay. So there's this lady, Jessica, Chef Jessica. Every day I see her post, I will relate her story to mine. I will read everything. I will like. I will comment. I'll be like, God, please just connect me to one person that is like in the same industry with me on this LinkedIn, so that my story will change. Why I say that my story will change? I just wanted someone to guide me because I didn't know what I was doing at all. I was just there, just blinded. One day she just sent me a DM. Boom. I screamed. I screamed. I was like, what? Jessica, you finally noticed me? So she was like, how? I now started narrating some things to her and telling her. She was like, oh, wow. She was, wow, wow, wow. She said, okay. We exchanged pleasantries and everything. That was how it started. Now, number one thing I want to say about optimizing, as in your LinkedIn presence, making your LinkedIn presence known, your profile. Ha! You should get a good profile picture, a professional picture, and put your profile. Don't be faceless. Don't be faceless on LinkedIn at all. It will not help you. You will forever be a ghost. A ghost. There nobody will want to know. Even though you send somebody connection, everybody will be skeptical about who is this person that is faceless that is sending me connection. They will not notice you. The number two thing is be authentic about what you do. Open up. I need help. Oh, I need help. Don't have pride. Don't just open up to the person that is that has decided to, even though it's one or two persons that is liking your post. Don't feel bad. Just open up to the person and tell the person, this is it, this is it, this is where I need help, this is where I need guidance. Then continue with my story. She now said, do you know Precious Frank? I said no. She said, okay, look for Precious Frank. She's the face baker, Abuja face baker. I said, oh, I always see her post too, and I like her post. I used to like her post, and she said, send her a message. So when I checked, I could not send her a DM directly on LinkedIn. I decided to use comment section. Luckily for me, Precious noticed me and sent a DM that please, I talk more on WhatsApp than this comment section. So she said she's doing a challenge. So I said, okay, I'm interested in it. And I registered and I joined a community. I did not just join that community, I was consistent. If you see me, that period there, it would be like my life depended on it. And even with my baby, when she taught us about scheduling your whatever, your posting, your, even though you are not available, whatever you schedule, the timing and everything, it will still show on LinkedIn. I abided to everything that she taught us there. Scheduling, trying to make connection, you comment, you engage in other people's posts. You don't just come and share posts in the WhatsApp group and go away without even reading other people's own. She will make sure you engage in other people's posts. So I was doing that diligently. While I was doing that, I did not know that some other person was noticing me. And I talked about storytelling. I love telling stories. So I said, girl, it's not every day I'll be cooking and posting food. Why not talk about the recipes you use, tell stories about it? And I grew up with my grandma, so natural herbs and spices was what she used in training me from childhood. So I used that to my advantage. On LinkedIn, I started posting about food, and that alone started drawing attention to other people. Other people till Adeola Eka now noticed me and said, wow, I love your post. She came to my DM, I love your post and everything. Me, I was like, who am I? In fact, I even ran to Jessica. I said, see what's going on. Jessica was like, It's good now. I'm happy for you. I'm happy. I'm happy. So I was kind of scared. I have never done that before. So there is one thing that Precious Frank used to tell us. She said, even though nobody is watching, if okay, even though the quality of the video is not good, even though this thing, just be posting, just be consistent with what you're doing. One day somebody will notice you, and that was what happened. That's what happened. Adola Eka invited me to her live. They do she was on 90 days LinkedIn live, and that was it. That was as a guest. I did not even know how the inspiration came from public speaking. I started. She gave me a topic. Just few days to few hours, I read about it, and boom, that was just it. I want see if you're on LinkedIn, you don't need 100 people to connect with you. You just need that one connection, that one connection to link you to, like I said, someone in your industry, someone in your field, and be specific about whatever you're doing. If you're posting anything, like if you're posting about maybe your book, your headline, Precious Frank is my example. The hook alone will even make me want to read the story. There's one she posted. She talked about um is it about engagement or something. I was like, Jesus, let me read. Oh, my coach is getting married. Only for me to read, and I saw a different thing, and it was interesting. Your book should be catchy, should be very specific and intentional, so that it will lure people to read. And and make sure that you don't write plenty stories. Just straight to the point and give specific things about what you want to post. Another one is see participate in LinkedIn group. I am in two WhatsApp. How many WhatsApp group right now? LinkedIn links me to those communities. I don't just close my mouth and say, "Oh, I'm already an alumni now," like this, like that. No, you participate, you connect, you make connections. In fact, when you post, you share your links among your family, your friends. Even though it's your spouse, please comment on my this thing. Comment, how did you see that? Gradually, it is not by force, so it is not by gra. Gradually you will get noticed. You can't just be in a group and be mute. Everybody will be avoiding you now, since you want to be mute. You can't just be in a group. You will not check up on somebody that you've not seen his or her post, that you know the person will be consistent. No, try to participate. Try to be audible in your community. Then connect with people, connect with family, connect with friends. Whenever just try to connect with them. Try to share ideas too with them. This is the idea I have about this. How do you see this? Ask questions. Seek for guidance. Look for someone that can mentor you. LinkedIn is a very good place. It's broad and everything. It's full with, may I said, a lot of corporate people are there, but just look for one person that is in the field with you, that will guide you on what to do. You won't have issues on LinkedIn. Then you establish you establish like activities in the community. Okay, there's one other group that I am is about chef team. They gave us accountability partner. Every day that girl checks up on me as if as if is that this. She always does that in the morning. Hi, good morning partner, how are you doing? How's your day? What's your schedule for today? But as in she checks up on me. It's the same thing. We have a project at hand, and we've come together to work on the project. When you're on LinkedIn, you don't just go, I'm on my own, because no man is an island. No man is all knowing. I am still in the learning process. I am still learning. I am not perfect at all. I am still learning. So my story is something that I will always tell people. Be visible, be consistent. Then collaboration is very important. collaboration is very important. You look for a partner, you collaborate with your partner. People can do a post. There was one this thing that we did in consistency, the 2.0 co 2.0. I never used Canva before, but I had to try it out. I had to try it out. I had to chat some people as my partners, and I asked them about their everything. And today, those particular people, they are still my partner. In fact, they are like we've known for years. Why? It's through LinkedIn. It's through these communities. It's through this engagement. It is not magic. It is just basic principles that we need to utilize. I don't know, Precious. I'm very sorry. I've taken time. I've taken time. Then finally, before I drop, after you finish posting, try try to check, how do they say, check is it algorithm analytics and stuff, how far you've gone. That will help you, the engagement you've been getting, that will help you to know. Like me, sometimes, because of baby and this thing, sometimes I repost my something that I posted 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll repost it around 3 or 6 in the evening, like that. It's not every time I write, and so I'll just put it on schedule and I repost. You can repost, and people that have not seen it earlier will see it and go through it. So, Precious, let me just stop for now. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I do not take it for granted. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. I was enjoying you. I was already enjoying you. I think I was even carried away by your story. You're a good storyteller. I enjoyed your story, and I love the fact that whatever you had to say was very, very practical. It was critical. Now you are giving us example did and for you. That is what I love to see. Show us what you did and it worked for you. So if you are teaching us on how to maximize your LinkedIn presence, it means you must have maximized your own to make friends, or to come out for, to make progress also, or grow, before you can know how to share with other people. So I'm really happy for your story, and it's just like how I was always singing the praise helped me on LinkedIn, Mrs. Tolu Lokbe. I look at your post and you're always tagging me and Jessica. My God, you don't do now. You don't do now. Oh God, this woman will not kill me. No, fun of that. In fact, I loved what in your post when you said your gratitude, your attitude. That was, I was always tagging her to all my, because that woman paid the sum of 20,000 naira for me to go and learn, to join a LinkedIn, to learn how to navigate my LinkedIn journey, and I did not take it for granted. I am today I'm very sure when Mrs. Tolulokwe looks at my post, she's always so proud of me, because in her head now she'll be like, my money did not waste. At least I put money into someone that is making use, and she's doing well for herself. So whenever I make my post and she's among my success story on LinkedIn now, because if I did not meet her and took advantage of her sponsorship, I would not be here. I'm very, very sure I wouldn't have been here today. So I keep telling people, learning is very important. Don't trivialize any opportunity you see on LinkedIn. So you see, I'm always posting about our consistency challenge. Let me tell you the truth. There was a post I made about that, and I had to wipe it out. I had to stop that post. Why? Because it was okay. It was not something for me to put out there. There are people that are coming into my DM for our consistency. They're telling me, I thought can't you do it free for me? So person is doing it for free. Can't your own be free? When are you going to do the one that is free? What have I not seen in my DM? free, 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 free. And like even in free, nothing is free. Even in free, is free. So when people are always looking free, it's for you. The kind of growth you are looking to, the free things. Do you the people that are doing free challenges, but that they don't have more knowledge that pay money? They have more knowledge but to you that they are doing for. So I am just looking at I don't want to sign up, because by the time our challenge, we must have made name, and the price will go very high. I know I would have. And one thing with my consistency challenge is that cohort that is ever the same. Autobahn, please, you can at least you were in my Autobahn was in my cohort. Autobahn, you can tell me this cohort, the project we are embarking on already is different. We did in our first cohort is different from what we did in our second. See, so what I am for myself is whenever somebody do something, I pour out my spirit, soul, and body to make sure you get value your money. Let it be known that tomorrow you can say, yes, the money I paid, I got value for it. That is one thing about me. I don't mind inconveniencing myself. I don't mind this come make you comfortable and just you succeed. That's how I am. Thank you so much, Autobahn, for that wonderful story. In fact, anybody that all you need to do is the principles. Follow the principles. As Autobahn said, stay authentic and don't feel. Now let me use a very practical. I don't know how many of you are following Coach Philip Udo. Coach Philip Udo. I love that man so much. Now there was a post I saw. When I saw his post that I have to be tutored, that he is way older, probably someone that he could even father. The man submitted himself from someone that is way older than. Why? Because he saw that the person has knowledge that he's looking for. We don't know everything. Even as I am, I'm still paying money to learn on the side. I am training people on my cohort, and I'm still paying money to things. You don't want to pay. You are watching people succeed. Oh, you are doing on people's done, well done, great job. When will people also tell you great job? When are we also going to tell you well done? I'm tired of just commenting well done, great job, more grace. When are we going to tell you more grace and congratulations? Also tell us thank you. I don't know. You are supposed to be hungry for greatness. When you come on LinkedIn, you will want to grow by force. I am still LinkedIn. I was, do better. I was. So how can you be on LinkedIn and all you do is keep telling people congratulations, you are doing well. January to December, doing well, more grace. Oh, when are we going to? So please, just like she mentioned, stay or don't to ask questions when you don't need to ask anybody for questions. Another, it is only people that have followers, 8,000 followers that have the knowledge. Someone that has 1,000 followers can still have the knowledge person. So please let us learn her story. So we are going to bring our next speaker up some time. Our is Joseph Adekonya. So we're going to up right now. Thank you so bon can name. So Joseph, the mic is over to you. You can have the floor.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. So I'll before I continue, the other speaker has said majority of everything there is to know about LinkedIn. and I honestly want to appreciate her uh for her presentation. I'll call it presentation. It was explicit, and if you are someone who is new to LinkedIn, even with the way she explained the concept, you will get it much better. Now I'll continue from where she stopped. So my story, I think I'll share my story at the end of my own presentation. So I'll start from the importance of maximizing your LinkedIn presence. As someone who is using LinkedIn, it is important that you know the importance of this LinkedIn of a thing. Why do I need to build on LinkedIn? LinkedIn is different from every other platform that we have there. So one of the reasons that you have to take it seriously is because of the opportunities that is attached to LinkedIn. When you use LinkedIn and you build your account, you are visible and all of that. So these all these things can lead to you being noticed by recruiters, potential clients, potential customers, and all these things. Then apart from that, it helps you to build credibility. If you are someone who sell, probably you sell a service or you sell products, when you take LinkedIn seriously and you start to build on LinkedIn, you engage consistently, emphasis on consistently, because when you post today and you don't post tomorrow, it means you are not serious with your life. Permit me to use that word. So it builds credibility and authority. People will begin to see you as a thought leader in your industry. So it is very important that you maximize your presence on LinkedIn. Then aside all these things that I've mentioned, it also expands your professional network. Like my like the even there are people that I've got to know from the first cohort. Like, there's one diction coach. I don't know if Precious Frank can attest to that. There's one person who attended the first cohort. She's always talking about diction and all of that. And afterwards, she's always engaging my posts, and I do the same. There's this guy too, Dave. Dave is a video editor, that guy too. So I have met amazing individuals, trust me, just by building on LinkedIn. I've met people, and just recently, I someone even sent me a DM telling me that I'm doing well on LinkedIn. There's this person too, Mary too. So what I'm trying to say basically is that when you build on LinkedIn, it expands your professional network. You get to know more persons, and the as an adage says, your network is your net worth. So when you know more persons, it gives you a higher chance of being recommended and all of that. There's this girl too, Esther Oluwole. She's I think she's a virtual assistant or customer service representative or something like that. So I did not know that one too before now, and she's doing amazingly well on LinkedIn. So basically, I'm trying to let us know why it is very important for you to build on LinkedIn, because when you don't know the importance, you see LinkedIn as a normal platform like the other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms that we have. But LinkedIn is just different. In fact, I spend my time on LinkedIn. Like, every once I wake up in the morning, I say my prayers. My dear, it is LinkedIn next up. Like, no, the LinkedIn is for me. So I just take it. It's linked, honestly. Once I wake up, say my prayers, I go to LinkedIn. What is happening today? What do we need to do and stuff like that. So moving on from the importance of building on LinkedIn, the other speaker spoke about using a very good a professional headshot, right? So I'll talk about LinkedIn optimization, the profile optimization. Then I'll talk about my story and I'll close. So talking about profile optimization, as you are building on LinkedIn, it is very important that you optimize your profile. Now, this profile optimization thing has become a household name, right? Everybody will tell you optimize your profile. you hear it virtually on a daily basis on LinkedIn. Now, how do you optimize your profile? The first thing, as she stated, you start with your profile picture. Sometimes I see some profile picture on LinkedIn and I'll be like, bro, this is not Instagram. You see some people, honestly, it can be funny. I don't know if other people see what I see on LinkedIn on a daily basis. But then you have to ensure that what you have as your picture is a professional headshot. Preferably, it is better if you go to a studio and get a professional picture for yourself. Just make sure that it's professional and your face, everything is clear enough, because potential clients want to see you. This is not a faceless brand. So moving on, we have the cover banner. That's the cover picture that is always behind the profile picture. With Canva, one can simply edit, one can simply design, one can simply design a very good um cover banner. Please, are we still together? Let me confirm if we are together. All right. Thank you. So you can use Canva to design a cover banner. And one thing that is important is that the cover banner must showcase the services that you render and how people can reach out to you. That is, it could be through your mail or your phone number. So you ensure that this thing is there. Then the next one is the headline. Yes, the headline. Now, I can see, sometimes I see people being generic with their headlines. You see people saying um they are digital marketers, content marketers, for example, they are writers and stuff like that. But then, talking about headline, you must ensure that in your headline you are addressing the problem of your potential clients or your audience, right? For example, now I said in my own headline, I said I help brands to skyrocket their rate of sales, engagement, and visibility using the power of words and captivating visuals. So depending on the service that you render on LinkedIn, you have to ensure that you talk about the problem of your audience or the potential client you want to work with. It is very important. You don't have to be generic in your headline. I'm a digital marketer. I do this. I do that. No, that is not what people want to see. People want to the potential clients, your audience. They want to know how you can help them. They want to know the solution that you are bringing to the table. So you ensure that you are not being generic in that regards. Then moving on, we have the about section. Yeah, this about the about section is where you get to talk more about the service that you render. And it is very important that a hook is there, because it is the hook that keeps the reader engaged. When a hook is not there, the person will just flip through like the person is reading a normal novel or something. So you must ensure that it is catchy enough. You talk about what you do in details, how you solve the client's problem, and how they can also reach out to you. In my own profile, I have a link to my portfolio there. So in case you want to view my profile, you definitely see a portfolio that is a sample. The portfolio is a site that houses samples of your work. You get that? So depending on the service that you render, you can also include your portfolio there, so that when potential clients are checking your profile, they can easily go through your portfolio and see what you have done before. So with that, it also positions you as someone who is professional and someone who knows what he or she is doing. You get the point now. So you don't just do things the way conventional people do it. You have to stand out. You have to do things differently. You have to be unique. Yeah, that's the word. Then apart from that, another section that people do not really pay much attention to is the skill section. Yes, because one thing I've observed about LinkedIn, if you I don't know, I don't know if some of us used to get this notification, you appeared in 15 search appearances, something like that. You get the point, like search appearances. So when you do not optimize your skill section, you are shooting yourself in the foot. Yes, you are shooting yourself in the foot. So it is, if you check my own profile now, every of my skills is there. So the fact that I'm a content writer, I don't just put writing in my headline. I have writing, content creation, graphic designing, video editing, everything that pertains to the services that I render, I put it there. And all these things help you to stand a higher chance of being seen when people search for. It's more like you optimizing your profile for search engine. You get I'm moving into SEO now, but I will not digress. But what I'm trying to say basically is that in your skill section, ensure that you optimize it. List every of the skills, every of the services that you render, because it increases your visibility basically. Late last year, yeah, I think towards October or November, a client reached out to me. I did not apply for this job. Like, a client just sent me a DM. He sent me a DM out of the blues, and I was like, "How come?" I asked him where he got my contact and all of that. He said he searched, like when he was searching for a particular skill, that my name popped up. You get what I'm trying to say? So, and that's because my profile is well optimized. You understand? So you as well, you want to ensure that you cross your T's and you dot your I's. So that is that about LinkedIn profile optimization. Now, it is very important that you don't just hear and not do. The good book, the Holy Bible, says that now that you know these things, happy are you if you do them. So it is very important that you implement. So you don't just hear for hearing sake. You do what is necessary. It is when you do that, that is where the result lies. Now, talking about my story is not complete without the Abuja face baker. Definitely, I owe her, I don't know, maybe trillions of naira or trillions of dollars. But to be honest, honestly, it has been God because I was when I joined our cohort. Where did I even say our cohort? Sef? I was scrolling on LinkedIn that day. I just saw that post. Yeah, I saw that post and I was like, consistency challenge. Meanwhile, I've wanted to join. There was a day that they were talking about Aoma in my group in the first cohort. People were talking about Aoma. So there was a time I actually wanted to join Aoma's challenge, but we all know Aoma. She charges. You get my point. I will not go deep into that. So when I saw our own challenge, I was like, let me give it a shot. Right, that was it for me. I wanted to just give it a shot and see what comes out of it. And to be honest with you, I have been posting since the 1st of January up till today. Today is what? Today is, I think, today is I don't keep the increase my impressions. In fact, sending me LinkedIn recommend jobs for me to apply for. Imagine, LinkedIn does not do that before now. They don't send me jobs to apply for, but lately, beginning from late last month, I have been getting recommendations for LinkedIn. They will notify me that these jobs I should apply for them, that I stand a higher chance of being hired. You can imagine, just from me taking LinkedIn more seriously. So I want to assure you that when you are consistent on LinkedIn, the results will definitely speak for itself. Are we still together? I hope my network is not.
Yes, yes, I can hear you. We can hear you. You can try
All
and
right,
round
all
up
right.
because we are running out of time.
All right, all right. So yeah, if there's anyone on this call who wants to join the next cohort, please do not hesitate to join, because you will definitely get the results that you are looking for on LinkedIn. Thank you very much for your time, my Abuja face baker. Thank you very much for sharing your platform with me. I really do not take it for granted. Thank you, ma'am, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on board. I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you for sharing that wisdom with us. I note down the things you said, the importance of maximizing your LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn presence. So it's not all about maximizing, but you have to understand the reason why is it important for me to be present on LinkedIn. That is very important. Why is it important? And not something you said, it gives you opportunity, or it opens you up for opportunities, which is very true. So if you are very active on LinkedIn, you are showing up consistently on LinkedIn, there is no how opportunities will come knocking on your door. So you see the Nsika Rabasi, right? That was in our second cohort. I'm so proud of her. Like, she's making waves. She is currently making waves. A lot of jobs opportunities that she's not applying for, recommendations from someone that just saw her profile and saw her post that she's a community manager. Those are the kind of things, you see. That's why I like telling people, stop advertising the job, advertise yourself, share your story, let people know that, okay, oh, this person is a virtual assistant, and she's very good, she has been helping people solve their problem. So when you show up consistently, that is when opportunities will come to you. At the end of the day, you will not even need to go and apply for any job. Jobs will start coming, referrals will start coming, which is very, very important. You see, whatever I'm doing on Insta and on LinkedIn right now, I am very sure somebody somewhere is watching what I am doing back to back. And the truth is, the people that will even give you jobs or referrals, they may not even comment on your posts or like. They will just be observing you, observing your post, observing the line of content, how your content reads. Before you know it, they've given you a job. That is how these things work. So you said it also helps you to build credibility. So if you are showing up consistently, if you are building a presence on LinkedIn, it will build a good reputation for you, and it will build trust and credibility. So whatever you are doing, people trust you. Why? Because they've been seeing you. So I can't come out from the blues once in 6 months and decide to say I'm a virtual assistant. Because I'm a virtual assistant, I solve a problem for somebody and I'll disappear, come back in the next 2 months, and I expect people to still trust me. They will not trust me. So you see that you have to keep showing up over time, whether it is convenient enough or not. And one thing I keep telling my students is, please, as much as you can, utilize scheduling of posts. Scheduling posts on LinkedIn helps you reduce stress of thinking of what you should post at the dime minute. Have a posting time. When you have a posting time, you will notice that if your posting time is 2 p.m. every day, by 2 p.m. Your brain automatically just positions you by that 2 o'clock. Now you'll notice that no matter what you are doing, no matter how busy you are, even if you cannot pick up your phone to come on LinkedIn by 2 o'clock, but your mind will just know that it is 2 o'clock. Oh, my post are scheduled. Oh, let me quickly finish what I'm doing and go and drop a comment, 1 or 2 comments or that. But your mind will adjust and get used to your posting times. Don't post on random times, please. It's very important. Have a particular posting time that works for you. Choose your peak time and stick to it. So we're going to be having our last speaker. Our last speaker is Zainab. Zainab, are you here? Okay, Zainab Safi. So I'm going to introduce Zainab. Okay, Zainab is here. Zainab is a virtual assistant and a teacher. Zainab, please, can you unmute your mic and say hello to the house, and let's know what you have for us on how to maximize your LinkedIn presence. Thank you.
Hello everyone. It is actually Shafi.
Okay,
So
Zainab
and I
Shafi.
really it is Shafi. So I just before I start of coming here to say whatever it is that I have to say, because listening to what everybody have been saying, I'm just like, oh, what am I doing here, or am I even supposed to be here? But when you asked for the chance for somebody to speak, I was like, I'm just it. I was not even people. I'm like, if I don't start doing things that, when do I even like start? So and I'm just going to briefly introduce myself. Like she said, I'm an executive and I'm also a teacher because I studied chemistry in school. But I started on LinkedIn like late last year, like around July 1st. But one thing is that I was not ready for when I started. When if you compare, okay, let me not say compare. If we are listening on this call, if you look at my profile and the profile of other speakers, you realize a like glaring difference. But I'm just here to, express myself for people that are still on my level because I feel like everybody is not at that stage yet. There are some people that still have like less than 300 followers like me, and I want to be like the spokesperson for those people. So, and I want to say that everybody that spoke has said everything about maximizing your LinkedIn profile and presence. They or everything they said has been definite and like straightforward enough, precise. So, and what I would like to talk about is the intentionality. I feel like even if you consume everything on LinkedIn every day. You go there, you read and read and read and read. Okay, they said I should do this, they said I should do that. If you don't actually implement those things, it will go to waste. Do you get me? So because they have said everything that needs to be said, optimizing your LinkedIn profile, making sure your profile picture is professional enough, your cover banner, make sure it advertises you as a brand and not what you are willing to sell. Then your posting your content, engaging on other people's posts, and all of that. But before you start doing those things, you need to ask yourself, why do I want to grow on LinkedIn? That's like the most important question because I feel like if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a goal, you cannot have a plan. So before you have a plan, before you even become intentional about something, you have to have like an objective. Okay, this is what I want to achieve. Okay, by in the next 2 to 3 months, I want to be able to say I've grown to this level. But if you don't have a goal, you're just there because okay, they said I should be here, or they said I should do this. I'm just gonna do this. They said I should do that. I'm just gonna do that. It might not your actions might not necessarily yield a plan because you don't have a goal. So I'm that's what just going to emphasize on your reason for growing. If you want to grow or if you want to maximize your presence, you need to ask yourself, why do I want to do this? Is it to get a job? Is it to meet amazing people? Is it to grow your business? Or maybe to even find husband or wife? But what I'm just saying in essence is the intentionality about what you are on LinkedIn to do. When I started on LinkedIn, I didn't even know what it was. Like I was just there because somebody asked me to open a LinkedIn account. So I did exactly that. I opened a LinkedIn account. But the person didn't tell me what LinkedIn actually entails. So I went on LinkedIn. I was just seeing a lot of like big grammar. I'm like, hey, this place is not for me. Oh. And do you know what I did? I ran. Like I was like I was so intimidated by the presence of these big people, and I just I even uninstalled the app from my phone because I just didn't want to think about it. But fast forward to the ending of 2024, I realized that I actually wanted to do so. I need to do something. So I reinstalled the app. I came back online on LinkedIn. Then that was when I actually made a plan for myself. I My plan was that by the end of the year 2025, I want a significant difference. I want to grow to a significant level. I'm not going to give myself a goal that is unrealistic. I'm not going to, in as much as it is possible for people to, to have grown like 50 something thousand followers in a year. I'm not going to pretend like it's everybody that can do that. But my plan is that to an extent, I want to have grown. And that's exactly what I did. I started, you know, I didn't just consume the post like I was doing before. I started learning. I wasn't just reading. I was, trying to make sense of everything that they were saying. This okay, optimize your profile. Okay, why do I actually need to optimize my profile? Okay, this is the reason to be visible, so that when people, that 1 second or 3 seconds that somebody has to view my profile, they get hooked. Once they click, they don't want to go. That's the point. Do you understand? Then, okay, when it comes to post, engage on other people's posts. When you drop comments on other people's posts, they see you, not just comments like, okay, insightful, useful tips, uh all those AI generated, comments. When you actually, read whatever the person has posted, when you actually digest it, you are able to say something that resonates with you about that post. And that is when the person or other people actually get to see who you are. You don't just drop like comments that every other person is dropping. Do you understand? So it's something that is one of the things that will make people see you. So when they drop a post, they are looking forward to your comments, because they know that when you come and comment on that post, they are even going to gain from what you are going to add to their post. That's another way that I think it makes I think is possible for people to actually maximize their LinkedIn presence. And I feel like it's not just about the what's it called? Um oh my god. It's not just about what the algorithm shows you. It's not just about the impressions. I was actually going to say impression. It's just not about the impression. You might have like 300,000 or 400,000, 4,000 impression, and people are actually not seeing you. They just, impression is just like how many people that actually viewed your post in like 7 days. And they just see it, they just scroll. They didn't actually look at you. They're just scrolling. So if you make your um LinkedIn post about how many impressions you get, then you are not you might actually be on the wrong path, because you might think, okay, what if you have like 1,000 impression on a post and you have like 5 likes or 5 reactions or 3 comments? That means people are not seeing you. They're just looking. They're not actually seeing you. So one
Okay, I think we just lost her for a moment. Network is very bad on board. I think network is okay. So before she comes, let me just cover up the space for her. So she's really she was giving us in-depth knowledge on why you need to even maximize your LinkedIn profile. It's very, very important to focus on and leave or take your attention away from the irrelevant things. So don't lose focus. Don't say because people have so many followers and because of that you now put yourself under unnecessary pressure. I don't know how people think that impression is followers. Impression has nothing to do with your followers or your comments or engagements. I've seen See, I am saying this from experience. My post there's a post that many post and comments. And I was wondering why. So it is very possible that people are seeing that particular post, but probably the post do not resonate with them. It is very possible they are seeing your post, but the post what your content you've written is not resonating with them, and they cannot connect to what you are typing, so they cannot even relate or engage. So it's not as if they've not seen it, they've come across your post, but they skip it and pass. That is what happens. So you see that you shouldn't pay more attention to LinkedIn impression instead of building quality followers and giving value. So now I'm going to add this to what Shisha has said. I'm going to add this, please, on how to maximize your LinkedIn presence. Be authentic. Share your story. There is nothing that beats story sharing. When I came on LinkedIn, what did I do first of all? I was sharing my stories. I was sharing stories of I was sharing my experiences with my makeup, my clients, how I go to do makeup for people, the things when I went to do makeup for somebody today and what the person did. Those all I was doing was sharing my experience, my makeup. That was how people know I'm a makeup artist. Because you must have evidence to show. If you're telling us you're a makeup artist, have evidence. If you're telling us you're a virtual assistant, stop telling us the tools to use virtual assistants. Tell us a client you worked for. That is evidence. That is building authority and staying authentic in your niche. The next one you need to do is build good network. Where I am today on LinkedIn, it's as a result of building network with people. I am very jovial. I have a very, very good sense of humor. So I make sure I make people laugh, even in a group. Whenever I join a group and I am in that place, I'll make the place very lively. I'll relate with people, I'll enter their DMs and be, chatting with them from WhatsApp. So tell me how you will join a group on WhatsApp until you finish. You don't have even one friend from that group. You've not connected to anybody. You've not networked with anybody from the group, and you say you want to grow. Nkechi, you will not grow. Emeka, you no go grow. You will stay with where you are. See, there is nothing that beats networking. Originally, LinkedIn is a platform to network with people. So don't misuse that opportunity. So whenever you see any slightest opportunity for you to network with people, please do it immediately. And see where Autobahn Academy is going now, right? It's as a result of networking. She's talking to people. She's saying something. She's not just joining groups and keeping quiet. She's saying enter DMs and communicate with people. Be friendly. Be approachable. Also, let's not be that when people approach you, you cannot even relate to people, and it becomes a problem. Another thing is, please engage on people's platforms as much as you are engaging. It's from the engagement that when you go to network with them, they can give you access to themselves. So there's no way you're not engaging with me and I'll not give you access to me. I will not give you access, so I will not answer you sincerely, because things do not work that way. Then another thing you need to know is develop
I
content
was cut
strategy
off.
and good content. Yes, Zainab, I know. Welcome. I'll be back to you in just a moment. Welcome back. So please, the next thing you need to do is develop good content strategy. Have good content that you are giving out. So if you want to maximize your presence on LinkedIn, please learn how to write good content. I don't know how else to emphasize it, but please write good content. It must not be so long. There's sometimes that it's not about the length of the content, it's about the quality and the value that content gives. And nobody says you must come on LinkedIn every day to educate us. Please, we are graduates. Don't every day on LinkedIn to be giving us what they call those things, tips and steps to do this and do that. We're tired. There's sometimes that people get bored and the brain gets exhausted from hearing about tips from LinkedIn on a day too much. Sometimes you come up with contents that could be mind relieving, stress relieving. It must not about tips on tools to do this. We're tired. So sometimes bring in a mix of different content, share story while you're giving us tips. You can even decide to come and share a story of how your day went. Tell us how your day went, what you encountered on the road with a ball, a bike man. Share a story that can release thank you. So Zainab, let me bring you back on stage. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
Hello.
you. I can hear you. Please, you have just 5 minutes more, please. 5 minutes more.
Okay, okay. I don't even think I'm going to take up 5 minutes. But I don't know where I got cut off, but I know I was just emphasizing on the intentionality of actually being on LinkedIn and not just there for the sake of it. Everything that everybody has said, optimizing your LinkedIn. Actually, it's like preparing your room for when for I'm not a Christian, but I know there's like something like preparing yourself for when Jesus comes. So by the time he comes, there's actually something to show for it. So that's like what I'm trying to say. Your profile is like preparing your room, arranging your room, so that when somebody enters, they want to sit inside. Do you understand? So if you don't arrange the room, after talking to them outside, you're like, okay, let's go inside, and they now get inside and the room is now messed up. They will not want to stay. Do you understand? So, and on LinkedIn, people have like less than 5 seconds to want to click on your profile. So if they click on it and it's not there, what they want, they can't find it. You know, all it takes is like another 1 second, to leave. So commenting on people's posts, not just leaving those AI generated comments like insightful, useful tips and the likes. Actually commenting, actually reading, not just consuming the content, actually reading it and relating to it. Do you understand? Then you now leave a comment that feels like you actually understand what the person is saying. Sometimes when you leave a comment, the person will feel like they're actually sitting with you and having that conversation. So that will make them that's another way of people actually seeing you. They see, okay, this person, okay, let me now click on their profile to see what they have to give. And that's when they now get to your profile and then everywhere is tidied, everywhere is looking nice, they want to stay longer, to see what else you have. Then they get curious about you. And from there, doors begin to open. You are open to opportunities, because if that kind of person, even if that kind of person does not have anything for you at that point in time, if they're in a gathering and somebody says they need a content strategist, and they had come across your profile in the morning or in the afternoon, they were like, I saw somebody on LinkedIn, and I feel like the person is someone that can actually really help you. Do you understand? So and I think that's about all I want to say. And I want everybody that is on this, stream, that is still a small account. I want us to grow together. I want us to be a point of contact to each other. You don't get something, you don't understand something, you feel like you're stuck somewhere, ask questions. There are people that are actually willing to answer questions, always ask, you know. So, and I want to take this opportunity to thank Precious Frank for the opportunity to be here, to be speaking on this live stream. I'm grateful. I'm actually happy that I actually took the opportunity to speak, because I just saw the message. I was like, let me just do it. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I just wanted to do it. And that's what intentionality is about. Knowing that when I get there, I'm interested enough. When I get there, I'll put in all the efforts. So, and thank you to all the other speakers. Thank you for sharing your knowledge.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And funny enough, I think you were doubting yourself, but funny enough, you gave us value because see my notes, see my pen, please. I wrote down things that you've been saying, no. So you can imagine that sometimes we may not even believe in ourselves, but when we come on board, we give out value. And you just give out value. You spoke about, and the most important thing you said that has gotten stuck to me is when you said, if you don't have a goal, you don't have a plan. It means you will just be roaming around the whole of LinkedIn, the street of LinkedIn, without achieving anything. So the very most important question you should ask yourself when you want to maximize your LinkedIn presence is, why am I on LinkedIn? What am I doing? Or am I just here because somebody said I should sign up on LinkedIn and come and, hey, that the place I'm going to get jobs, let me just come. Is that why you are there? So before you come on LinkedIn, you must ask yourself, what do I really want? And I think one thing on LinkedIn, in fact, the mentality of getting job should first of all leave your mind and put first networking and connection with people first. Very important. When you bring that one in your first, you will see that you will build connection, and in building connect to you and jobs will even create. So thank you, Zainab, for this valuable. She also said intentional roads. Be very now. There's one thing I decided to take a horse to the river. You can't force a horse to drink water from you cannot go and stay and open the horse's mouth to drink the water. Now I noticed that when people join they paid money first, but not everybody will be active from beginning to the end of that class. Now that is where the thin line of being intentional comes in. And if there is one thing with me, I don't like excuses for any reason. I don't like excuses. If you have an excuse, let it be something that is very genuine, very, very genuine reason. Before I know that, okay, yes, this was beyond your control. Being busy at work, my dear, it is not beyond your control to schedule a post on LinkedIn if you want to grow. So because you are very busy, you are 7 to 5, except you tell me that you're working in the bank as a customer service where they don't allow them to hold their phones. And even if you're not going to be with your phone from 8 a.m. in the morning, schedule your post and be active from 6 o'clock till 7:59. Be active on LinkedIn the whole of the morning. So that by the time you come out in the evening from your office, you continue from where you stop. Schedule your posts. So you see that there is no excuse. These things are already in place for you to do. So when you join a group, be very intentional. They give assignments, do the assignments. They give projects, do the projects. Do you know that these are the things that will propel you to be strong after the training or after the challenge? Because they gave you things to do and you were able to do it. So it means that with or without that person, you can stand on your own. Don't be so busy. Don't say you are too busy. No, if all of us are busy, if me, I used to say I'm very busy, I will not be where I'm on LinkedIn today. I will not build to this level. And I'm still doing more. I'm even with what I am doing, I'm still adding more effort. I'm still building more authority in my niche. I'm still building more credibility. I have not even arrived yet. I'm still building. And someone that has not even gone anywhere yet is giving an excuse that she's too busy. Nobody is too busy for anything. And when you see people that are putting intention into this growth progress, you will know, because you will see them succeeding. You will see the improvement on their content strategy. You will see the improvement on their networking. You will see that they're making friends from it. So please, I want to encourage us, as long as you're on this call this night, please be very intentional. That is the take-home assignment. That is the take home from this point. And Zainab has given us that take home. In fact, I'm very happy she was our last speaker, because it's as if she just gave us take home assignment and said, yeah, take this and go home, go back home and kiss us bye-bye. So please be very intentional about your LinkedIn growth. That is see, if you want to maximize your LinkedIn and grow, be intentional about it. Be intentional and you will see. And I used to tell people, please don't be in a hurry to make it on LinkedIn. Give yourself the space of 3 months interval. 3 months is 90 days max. Tell me if you are consistently posting for 3 months, if nobody will notice you. Come and tell me. Come and tell me that nobody will notice you for 3 months. You are posting consistently. You are engaging on people's posts. You are entering DMs to form relationships. And you will tell me that nobody is noticing you. It's not possible. So just give yourself that period of time and let's see where it moves from there. Our cohort 4 of the consistency challenge is starting on the 14th of February. Take advantage of this. We are doing a lot in our consistency challenge. Just come and post your drop link and go. It is quite more than that. And while we are talking about being intentional, I'm also very intentional about helping people grow on LinkedIn. I'm extremely intentional about it. So when you pay money to me to learn anything from me, you are going to get absolute value for your money. In fact, I've been getting of messages that the price I'm giving these things are for each is too low, that I'm doing so much amount of money. You can imagine pouring out just to help other people grow. Please, let's take advantage of this and have a very win. Do you have anything to say to us? Do you have final words for us this night before we go? Mike is muted. I can't hear you. I cannot. Eh? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't still hear you.
Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
I can hear you now. Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I said the final word is be consistent and stay authentic. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Precious, for the opportunity. I appreciate and love you
Thank
all.
you.
Back to mommy's duties. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. Zainab, do you have final words for us? I know you don't like give us final words, but do you still have some for us, Zainab?
Um, I don't have much to say because I just really poured everything that was in my mind. But I just still want to
Yeah.
appreciate
You.
the opportunity to be here because I've not even been on LinkedIn for up to a month, but I was just ready to, do whatever it is that I can do, just put my leg here, put my arm here, So, and when I saw the consistency challenge, I was like, this one I must do. So I just, reached out and the rest was history. So just still want to say be intentional, actually have a plan to do have a goal to do something. That if when you don't have a goal is when you have a plan. If you don't have an
Yeah.
objective, you don't know when you have actually gotten the results. It's when you have an objective that you know, okay, I've achieved my objective. So I just wish everybody out there good luck, and I hope we all, end up where we want ourselves. And thanks to the gracious Miss Precious Frank for having
Thank
all of
you.
us. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. To all those that stayed with us for over 1 hour, sincerely, I appreciate you all. For those that reposted our link, even after the first one was broken, sincerely, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining us this night. Thank you for making this night a wonderful one for all of us. I love you all, and we'll see you next Friday in our next edition. Thank you and God bless you. Tomorrow I'm going to play my volleyball. Please, I'm going to play my sport. I'm back after 3 years. Thank you and have a good night rest. Bye.